The fire didn't destroy me. It changed me. Smoke rising through the midnight, ashes falling like the rain. I stood staring at the wreckage of the man I used to be. Every scar became a memory. Every wound became a sign that somehow through the darkest battles you were standing by my side. I spent years afraid of breaking, afraid to lose control. But the fire that once terrified me started healing my soul. And the flames no longer look like something meant to bring me pain, because somewhere in the burning I was being changed. Your grace through the fire turned my scars into light. Every battle that once broke me now reminds me I survived. Your grace through the fire pulled me out from the dark, and every flame that tried to end me only brought me closer to your heart. Cold wind moving through the desert, black skies hanging overhead. I remembered all the nights I wish that I was dead. But now the road feels different, like the weight is finally gone, because somewhere through the pain and chaos I became someone stronger. I can feel redemption rising like the sunrise after rain, and the man who once felt hopeless is finally alive again. And the fear I used to carry no longer owns my soul, because grace became the fire that rebuilt what darkness stole. Your grace through the fire turned my scars into light. Every battle that once broke me now reminds me I survived. Your grace through the fire pulled me out from the dark, and every flame that tried to end me only brought me closer to your heart. If the flames were meant to break me, why do I feel stronger now? Why does every scar remind me that your mercy pulled me out? Every road that nearly killed me, every storm I had to face was preparing me to finally understand the power of grace. Your grace through the fire brought my soul back to life, and the darkness that once owned me couldn't survive the light. Your grace through the fire still burns inside my heart, and now I know redemption was there from the start. Maybe the fire was never punishment. Maybe it was purification. The fire changed everything, but it also showed me the light. Ashes falling on the highway, smoke drifting through the air. I thought the flames would end me, but somehow grace was there. Every loss became a doorway, every wound became a sign that even in the deepest darkness, heaven's light can still shine. I've seen pain destroy good people, I've seen fear consume the strong, but every storm that was preparing me all along. Because beyond the fire and chaos, beyond the sorrow and scars, there's a light still waiting for us, shining brighter than the dark. There's a light beyond the fire, beyond the pain and the storm, and the God who walks beside us is leading us back. Something alive. Now the scars don't feel like weakness. Now the wounds don't feel the same, because the fire that tried to kill me couldn't erase his name. If the darkness tries to blind me, I will still lift up my eyes, because redemption always rises on the other side of night. There's a light beyond the fire, and I can finally see the darkest roads I've ever walked were leading me to
That night, for the first time, I thought God was speaking back.
shaking every highway,
lightning tearing through the rain. I kept driving through the chaos, trying to numb the endless pain. Every memory kept haunting me, like shadows in the dark. And every mile without direction left another scar upon my heart. I was drowning in the silence, in the anger and the shame, when a whisper through the storm clouds softly called me by my name. And the fear inside me trembled like the night began to break, because somewhere through the darkness hope was starting to awake. Whispers through the storm, calling out my name tonight. Even in the middle of the chaos, you were standing by my side. Whispers through the storm, like a fire inside the rain. Every word began reminding me I don't have to stay the same. Cold wind blowing through the window, empty roads beneath the sky. I kept fighting all the questions I was always scared to ask in life. Could forgiveness really find me? Could grace still reach this far? Could the God I kept avoiding still heal my broken heart? Then the thunder slowly faded, and the silence felt alive, like heaven opened for a moment. Somewhere in the night, and the storm no longer rolled me like it did before tonight, because somewhere through the darkness I could finally see the light. Whispers through the storm, calling out my name tonight. Even in the middle of the chaos, you were standing by my side. Whispers through the storm, like a fire inside the rain. Every word began reminding me I don't have to stay the same. If you can hear me through this darkness, if your mercy still remains, then let these broken roads behind me wash away inside the rain. I surrender all the pieces, every fear and every scar, because even through the storm now, I know exactly where you are. Whispers through the storm, echoing inside my soul, and for the first time in forever, I don't feel alone. Whispers through the storm, leading me back to life, and maybe grace was always waiting somewhere in the night. Maybe the storm came to bring me back to him. grace carried me. Long nights driving through exhaustion, heavy heart and tired eyes, trying to survive the pressure, trying not to lose my mind. Every burden felt unbearable, every road felt cold and endless, but somewhere through the pain and weakness, your presence kept me breathing. I've learned strength is not perfection. Sometimes strength is simply staying, even when your soul feels shattered and your knees are barely praying. When I don't have enough power, when I feel too weak to stand, I remember grace was never built around the strength of man. Carry me through the fire, carry me through the rain. When my heart is tired and broken, don't let me fall again. Carry me through the darkness when I can't find my way home, and remind me in my weakness that I never walk alone. I've survived impossible seasons, I've walked through valleys filled with fear, and every moment I felt hopeless, your mercy pulled me near. If my strength begins to fail me, and the night becomes too cold, then hold my soul together until the morning breaks the storm. Carry me through the fire, and I'll keep moving on, because the God who built survivors never leaves them on their own.
Even if the whole world stands against me, I won't walk away.
I've heard the voices all around me telling me I should let go, trying hard to break my spirit, trying to leave me all alone. But there's a fire inside my soul, stronger than the fear I know, and every scar that tried to stop me only taught me how to grow. When the darkness calls my name, I will not be afraid, because I know who stands beside me. If my God is walking with me, I can face anything. I have walked through broken highways, seen the storm above my head. Still your voice keeps calling louder, every step and every breath. They can try to steal my future, they can try to shake my soul, but the light you placed inside me will never let me go. Will never let me go. If I fall, I will rise again. If I break, you will heal the pain. No fear, no chain, no night can take away this light. Against the world I keep standing. Oh, even when the night gets cold, I will never lose my faith now. I will never lose control. I'm not alone in this fight. Everything fell apart, but grace was still standing. Broken buildings in the distance, cold rain washing through the streets. I was standing in the wreckage of the man I used to be. Every dream I built collapsed here, every plan turned into dust. But maybe losing everything was teaching me to trust. The silence felt like abandonment, like heaven turned away from me. But somewhere underneath the ruins, your mercy was still breathing. I found grace in the ruins, hope inside the pain. When my whole world fell apart, your love remained. I found grace in the ruins when I had nothing left, and the God who met me broken became my only rest. Became my only rest. Oh, oh, Now the scars don't feel like weakness. Now the wounds don't feel the same. 'Cause every road that nearly killed me led me closer to your name. If everything around me falls apart, I will still believe. Because the God who rebuilds broken souls
Sometimes the strongest prayer comes from a broken heart.
I've been carrying the silence like a weight upon my soul. Every road feels cold and empty, every mile harder to hold. There were nights I cried in darkness, asking if you heard my voice. But somewhere in the middle of the pain, I still believed you had a purpose. When my strength is faded and the fear won't let me sleep, I remember you still fight for me. This is my broken hallelujah, rising from the pain inside. Even with these shattered pieces, I still lift my hands tonight. This is my broken hallelujah, through the tears and through the scars. If my faith is all I have now, then I know that's enough for God. I have walked through ruined highways, storms that nearly stole my hope. But every time I thought I'd lose you, your grace kept pulling me close. Now I know the cracks within me never pushed your love away. Because sometimes broken people still have songs of faith to say. If I fall, you lift me higher. If I break, you hold my heart. No darkness, no sorrow, no failure can tear us apart. This is my broken hallelujah, rising from the pain inside. Even with these shattered pieces, I still lift my hands tonight. rising on the horizon. Dust and fire fill the sky. Every road feels torn and broken. Every prayer feels lost tonight. But somewhere through the noise and chaos, there's a whisper calling me. And even in this endless desert, your light still reaches me. When the storm surrounds my soul and I feel the night take hold, I will still believe you are here with me. In the storm of the desert, I can hear your voice again. Through the thunder and the darkness, you remind me who I am. In the storm of the desert, I will not be overcome. If your hand is still beside me, then my battle's already won. I have walked through empty highways, searching for a place called peace. Every mile felt cold and hopeless, like the pain would never leave. But every scar became a lesson. Every night became a flame. And somehow through the fear and silence, you were calling out my If the wind tries to break me, I will still remain. If the darkness falls around me, your light will lead the way. No fear, no storm, no night can take away this faith alive. In the storm of the desert, I can hear your voice again. Through the thunder and the darkness, you remind me who I am. Even in the storm, you were there. Every road begins with a calling. I try to run from where you led me, tried to hide inside the crowd. but there was always something calling, stronger than the fear and doubt. In the silence of the midnight, in the noise inside my soul, there was a voice beyond the darkness, telling me not to let go. And when the road feels lost again, I remember who I am, because your voice keeps calling me to keep moving on. There's a call on the road, and I can't ignore it now. Even when I don't know where it leads, I keep moving somehow. There's a voice still guiding me, even through the unknown. If God is walking right beside me, then I'm never alone. I have crossed through empty deserts, storms that tried to stop my way, but every time I almost gave up, your voice pulled me from the pain. Now I know this road has meaning. Every scar and every mile, there's a purpose in this journey. Even through the darkest nights, if I fall, I will rise again. If I'm weak, you give me strength, because I know the one who called me will lead me if I can't ignore it now. If your voice keeps leading me, I'll keep walking by faith. I keep moving because I was called. I kept driving, even when I had nowhere left to go. Cold rain falling on the highway, broken headlights in the dark, miles away from every answer, trying to escape my shattered heart. Every sign feels disconnected, just looks the same. I hear echoes in the silence, like the night still knows my name. I've been running from my failures, from the things I can't erase. But no matter where I drive now, I still see my own mistakes. And the shadows keep on calling, like they're pulling me below. But somewhere underneath the chaos, there's a voice I almost know. I'm lost in the night, trying to find a reason why every road keeps leading nowhere. Every prayer fades into the sky. I'm lost in the night, with a soul too tired to fight. And somewhere deep inside the darkness, I still search for light. Empty cities passing by me, neon lights and broken dreams. Every memory keeps burning, like a fire inside of me. I've been carrying all this anger, all this guilt I tried to hide. But the deeper that I wander, the more I feel dead inside. Still I keep the engine running, like I'm scared to finally stop. Because silence feels much louder when there's no one left to call. And the storm keeps getting closer, I can hear it in the sky. But somewhere through the distant thunder, hope is barely still alive. I'm lost in the night, trying to find a reason why every road keeps leading nowhere. Every prayer fades into the sky. I'm lost in the night, with a soul too tired to fight. Somewhere deep inside the darkness, I still search for light. If there's mercy left for someone like me, if there's hope beyond these empty streets, then let the rain fall down tonight. Maybe pain can lead me back to life. I'm lost in the night, but I'm still trying to survive. And even in the deepest darkness, something tells me not to die. I'm lost in the night, still reaching for the light. Maybe somewhere past the shadows. You've been with me all this time.
Maybe the road isn't over yet. Hope is what keeps us moving. even on the longest roads.
Another night beneath the shadows, another mile beneath the rain. I've been carrying all these memories, trying to outrun the pain. Every road I thought was ending led me somewhere new instead. And every broken piece inside me still remembers what you said. When the world grows cold and I can't see the light, your voice keeps telling me everything will be alright. On this highway of hope, I keep driving through the night. Even when the storm surrounds me, I still see your light. On this highway of hope, I won't stop or turn away, because every road beside you leads me closer to grace. I've seen deserts without mercy, storms that almost stole my faith, but somehow through the fear and silence, your love showed me the way. Now I know the road has meaning, even through the darkest days, 'cause every scar I carry points me back towards your grace. If I fall, you lift me higher. If I break, you heal the pain. No fear, no night, no sorrow can take this hope away. On this highway of hope, I keep driving through the night. Even when the storm surrounds me, I still see your light.
The road goes on, and so does hope.
The desert changes you, but it doesn't destroy you. Dust blowing across the highway, burning sun above my head, miles away from every answer, trying to survive instead. Every day feels like a question, every night feels cold and long, but somewhere in this endless desert, your presence keeps me strong. I've lost pieces of myself here, I've watched old dreams fade away. Maybe broken roads can still lead to a brighter place someday. Through the wilderness I'm walking, but I know I'm not alone. Your hand is leading through the fire, guiding me back home. Through the wilderness I'm fighting, through the dryness and the pain, and even here inside the desert, your mercy falls like rain. There were nights I nearly gave up, nights I couldn't see the dawn, but every time my soul grew weaker, your strength kept pushing on.